So I've taken this address, okay, as a, and then is down. See, this is my home address model. On saving, I have given this rule, and here is my rule. I have done a lot of trial and error, but here
no
I have
problem.
stopped. Okay. So this is my current.
Okay, scroll down, then address with warning. Okay, scroll down. Okay,
Nothing.
perfect. Okay, so you attach this rule where one on save, and have you also attached it on the address one, model address one?
No, I have
Only
taken
address
the
type.
full address type, whatever it will be, billing, mailing, whatever
Okay.
address type they use.
Yeah. So what is the error that you're getting now? Close this.
So I go here. Okay, I'm adding address. I'm choosing any address type. Let it be mailing. Okay. How to minimize it? So, I'm saving. Okay. See, please upload the address proof.
Oh, so
Warning.
that's okay. That's just a warning.
Okay,
You just either
I'll
correct
yeah,
or proceed.
yeah, proceed. But I want to upload. Okay, I'm taking
Okay.
any of the any file format will do,
Any
na?
file. Yeah. Take it.
Okay, now I'm saving again. So again, it will show the same message. It should not come, right?
No. So why it is coming? Because you have set a warning whenever there is a change. What you have said, whenever there is a change, the warning should pop out. You haven't given them any additional information that if the attachment value is not null or something, it should not come.
If attachment value is null,
Is not null.
if
Yes.
is not null, okay,
Yes,
is not
yes.
null,
Then
then
only
it should
because
not
this is
come.
just, it's not giving you an error. This is just warning message. So that if you haven't, you just attach it. Because you have now done it, just click on proceed and just go ahead. That's it.
Yeah, it will save. But my
Oh,
question
you
was
are
it
saying
should not
why
come
this warning
after,
is coming.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
coming
No, this
every time.
with that
So
you have to
system
set
should
up in the room.
understand. System should understand
Yeah.
that the attachment is already done. Now I need to proceed further.
That happens when we do this mandatory part. You know why? Because what system is getting here right now is that your address type is changing from A to B. Whenever you are changing, that will send you a warning message. That's it. Why? I'll tell you. When we go to rule and sometime I save it on objects, you see, it always says that this is a warning message. You have changed this security to none, and this will have this impact. Although I have done it only no. Then you must have seen I always click on yes to proceed further.
Yes.
Remember? So this
Yeah,
is just
I
because of warning message is coming. What you are saying that if I have not attached, then only a error message should come. That comes under mandatory part. If you have made that field mandatory, the moment you fill that field, automatically it will come up as non-mandatory. I mean, it will not come the error message. So this is
wo-
just telling you a warning message it is sending that you have to complete.
yeah, but for the end user, it will be quite confusing, a little confusing
Of
that
course.
it though the
So you just
upload.
go. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
go and
that
change the rule. Just go to the rule. Just try it. Although I haven't also tried, to be honest. I will just do it for everyone. Go to the rule that you created. Okay. Make correction. Scroll down. Else. Just else. Click. Raise message. Res- No, no, this cannot do because anyhow we are changing the type, right? It doesn't suit here. Mm, mm, mm. No, this will come. Why? Because anyhow you are changing the type, right?
hmm.
Because you are changing the type, the value of that field, it will throw this warning message. Because even if we go to add else if and we say else if the data is not changing, then of course the previous value will be same. So there isn't any change. No, this will come. This will come.
Okay. Then what to do here?
Nothing, just delete it. Because see, what I was thinking, maybe from else we can delete it or maybe change it. But even if I go to else, I can't put this raise message as value 0.
See here, because severity I've kept as warning. If I'll
Warning,
take it as error,
error.
okay, system will not allow me to proceed further, and it will not allow anyone else to proceed further with the address. So I kept it in a warning. But I don't want that after doing attachment, that message should come up on the screen. It
Yeah,
will
I got it.
take me to save. Okay.
Your what you are saying, I got it. What I'm saying, why would you set up that as an error? If you're doing it, you will go it and do through what? Mandatory. You will make that field mandatory. Why you should not go and do this through error? Because error is something where you changing the formats. Like I put up my Aadhaar card, for an example. I put up my Aadhaar card, and there I started using alphabetical. There a error message should come. I change the date format. The error message should come there. But here, why warning? Because it's just suggesting you. If you put up error, how would you know that what format, which particular format of document you are using there? Yeah, you can use this format error for the format if you're
Yeah.
assigning a particular format. So here, whenever you're using this, because there are some transaction wherein you need to use it, that will be there. So if you go and create any object, you will see. You must have seen that when I was creating, every time I was changing anything in the object, it was throwing me a warning, and I would
Yes.
always click on yes. Even if you go right now and change something in the manage business configuration and go further, it will say there is a change. It will show you that particular warning. So just to double check you are using it, it cannot be changed. But if you want to do that, make this as a mandatory field, the address field. That if address type is
The
changing,
address
the
type.
attachment address
So
type
where
is
I have
changing,
to.
go to this, then delete this last one, else last one deleted. Click on this drop down. Next, yeah, click on that. Okay. Now go to then the above one. Yeah, yes, yes.
Add expression I need
No, no,
to.
no, no. That's okay. Raise message. Oh, you want to add another one
No,
apart
raise
from this?
message I want. If raise
Okay,
message
then
I want. Okay. But after
and
doing the attachment, you should proceed further.
so it is proceeding further. You're just clicking on that proceed. Or you
Yeah,
want
but
to
I
make
don't
this
want
field
that
mandatory
message.
as well.
Yeah. And I also don't
Okay,
want
click.
that message comes after attachment.
Okay, click on this. Click on this. I'll show you the difference. I can understand. Click on this edit pencil button, pencil icon. Set. What should I use? Can you see something
Taking.
called attachment? Go to
Yeah.
attachment. You'll see. Click on it.
Re- re-
Required.
Required.
True.
I've
Small. True.
done it, but
No, that should be small. True. T with small.
oh,
I got it. What you're saying. Even if that, because what I'm saying, you have to remove this I mean warning message, yeah, and just pick this mandatory field for attachment. Then when you upload any particular attachment, automatically system will go further. If warning message is there, the warning message will always be there.
okay.
Just showing
So
you an
then
error.
I need to remove that warning message and I have to keep this
Only make
attachment
yes,
as
yes,
mandatory.
mandatory, mandatory.
And with that mandatory, can I give one a message that if I want to make one particular format, or
Hmm.
you have to upload JPG format or any TXT file format, then with this mandatory one, I can give any info message.
Yes, from message only you can do that. Just change the message.
Okay, so after this condition,
It's
I
always
need.
good if you can go and create an alert message for this.
Okay.
Let's go to alert message.
Where it is.
Manage data. Almost every MDF will be there in the manage data.
Alert message. I think.
Search for an alert
Oh, yeah, yeah,
message.
yeah. Yeah. Let what is it? Okay, here only I have created one message, the same message. Please upload. Yeah.
Okay, you created it from here.
Address message. Okay.
Okay, then go to this search one and search for message definition, or just write message. Click on this. Okay, use this one.
Yeah, the same message it is. So I'll change the text.
Mhm. Save it.
It's done. Successfully saved.
Go to your rule. But this is the message that you created, right?
Yeah. Now I need to assign the new message.
Okay, let's click there only. Yeah, change the message. So it's the same, right? Can
Yeah,
you
but
click on all? Mm-hmm.
it's not taking the full. I have mentioned please upload the address proof in JPG format.
That's okay. That will come when we update our AI system. I'll tell
Okay.
you. So alert message is not something you have created. That's what I was looking for. I'll tell you how to do that. Just save this. Save it. Is it saved? At the
It
bottom.
is actually.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Save. Done. Okay. The text address, whatever said.
No, it's showing something. It's not saved.
Yeah, because you have to
It's
click on address text. No. This right here. Push anything that the JPG or something. Save. Done. Now go and change the address type.
no, it's
Change. Change.
yeah.
Okay. Now do one thing. Go back to your manage business configuration. Okay. Delete this rule from here. From the bottom. Delete it. Okay. Now go up. Scroll up and find where we have this address type field. Scroll up.
Yeah. I need to save it first, na?
No,
No.
no, 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 no. That's okay. Go up. Go up. Find where we have address type field.
Yeah, this
Not here.
is
Not here.
home.
No. That's okay.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
scroll
Yeah.
down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Wherever. Do you see address type? Do you see the field? No?
No.
Okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Go up. Okay. Scroll down and save it first. Save it. Now go to that country. Which country you were creating for? So which employee did you see?
I'm doing for she's from Germany.
Go to Germany.
Mm.
Germany. Can you see address type?
Yes.
Go to that. Video.
Where address type? city address 3. Address type, we can see this one address.
No, that's not the address type. Hold on. Just give me a second. Maybe
Okay.
there are some misalignments. Let me check it from my end. Business configuration. Maybe somebody changed something. Okay, so okay, address type is a pick list. We have pick list, right? Just a second. No problem. Just do one thing. I'll tell you what. Okay. Can you go to that rule which where you create updated this rule? Go to home address, main. No, go to your manage business configuration only. Click on that, manage business configuration. It is there in the third tab.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go to home address, click on that. Home address, click on that.
Here and
Go assign this rule as you were. Just don't take on save, take on initiation.
this is on initiation.
Yes. Choose your rule. Done. Save it.
Okay.
Now go and make changes. Sorry? Click on it.
It's saved.
Click on it. Change the type.
It's getting saved. Like,
Are you sure you created, you attached that rule there? Can you go again? Because the moment you initiate, it should be there. Why it's not coming, I'll tell you. This is a pick list, but for other it will. I'll tell you.
but it's not on initiation. It's not taking.
Yeah, but are you sure you assigned the same rule? This is
See,
the rule, yes. Hmm. Close it. It will not come because this is a pick list. Can you assign it to other? You can do it through other fields where the change part comes, because it's just throwing you a warning, not an error. So it generally comes. But I was also thinking to attach it somewhere and see if that works. Won't save. No. So this will come. This warning message will come for this. For other, you can try and it will work for them. Like you go to any other field in Germany, make correction, but you have to change the rule then. You're getting me what I'm trying to say. This will come for this pick list because this is a pick list value, and the warning message will come for you.
okay.
That's why whenever I was creating that object, you can do, the better thing is you don't need to do it for pick lists. You just go and make it a mandatory field. So if somebody is not attaching it, it will automatically throw an error. The moment they attach it, it will go away. But for other fields, you can move. Why I was saying other fields, you can go to details and you can make attach this rule based on change data.
Okay. So if I'm keeping this attachment as mandatory,
Hmm.
so then how user will come to know which format I need to attach? If I want to
Okay.
give that information message, so then where I can give that
you
information
can
message?
you can do what, you can go to that attachment field, and if you remember I showed you, you can write a help text. Remember,
Yeah.
next
Yes.
to every field you can go and see the help text. From there you can write, so that they will hover on the question mark and it will show what formats are there which they can use. Getting me?
Okay. Yeah. But
This is how you can do that.
on saving, it is mandatory field. Please upload that. Like that, that message will not come. No? I have to go
No, no,
and
no,
check as a help. Okay.
no, not
Uh,
like that. Alert message you
but
can create, for that you have
but
to use a parameter.
we can do with the condition, because in condition we can do many
Hmm.
things. Right? We can do this requirement also via condition. No.
You can, but tell me what condition will you fit? That's what I tried. I thought maybe that condition will work for else and else if, but it will not, because anyhow I'm choosing a pick list. If I say that if you are changing the value of this pick list, the type is changing, then this message should come up, right? It
Mm-hmm.
should pop out. Else what? Else means you are not changing anything, correct? When you are not changing anything, there would not be any change. You getting me? I am creating this rule if I'm changing my address type. So you're saying if
Okay.
the address type is not previous value equals to previous value, means that is changing, correct?
Hmm.
Else if means if not that. So there could be only one condition: either you are changing, else you are not changing. Correct?
Yes.
So when you say there isn't anything that is changing, how would your system run? I mean, the rule will run. It will not. Correct? That's what I
Else
thought
if
there. Mhm.
else if system will not take any changes, it means it will not delete the previous data and it will not take up any new data. So the data will remain as it is.
So that's what I'm saying. If you are not taking any changes, you are not taking any new detail. That means you are not changing anything.
Yeah.
So do you think every time I don't change anything, a message should pop out?
No.
Simple. That's why. But if you go to any field level rule, you can go and try it on any particular field which is not a pick list but a field wherein you can use this on what is that called, on change basis, on change rule, just the way you did it for on save rule.
Okay. So for attachment, I can take only for attachment as mandatory because attachment is not as a pick list. So
Correct.
attachment I can take it as a field.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Am I
try that.
making sense? Yeah, please. Everyone, are you getting it? This is very good question. I mean, you will be creating it. Are you
Okay, then
there?
I'll.
Or only
Yes,
me and
Sanjay.
RP are there? Is it
Yes,
making
Sanjay,
sense?
we are there. Yes.
You got the crux how to work on it?
Yes, Sanjay.
Perfect.
So we
Just
can't
try.
create any rule for the pick list then.
No. What I'm saying, if you saw in the manage business configuration, there isn't any field that is defined as such called address type, right?
Yeah.
When you go to pick list, you will have some address types,
Okay.
and that address type you have assigned to a particular field. That field we have to find out. Right now, I can't see that field somewhere. It must be somewhere in the data somewhere. It is assigned. If you open that pick list center, you will go and see that is there in the open pick list center. Aarti, please. It should be there.
I just mentioned quickly center.
I have to find that field anyhow.
But this session video is not there, Sanjay. So pick list actually I
Oh,
wanted.
that's why. That's why. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Do one thing. Go to that. I just saw that there is an attachment field. Let's go and use
I'll
that one.
find. Yeah.
Now go to that
Where?
manage business. Yeah, here just find with address type. Just write address. It should pop out.
Yeah.
Right. Go and see. You will see all the pick list. What was the name of the user that you were using?
User. It's this is this one.
No. You were checking it for some German user, right?
Yeah. Oh, Angela. Angela.
Okay. Angela.
See, yeah, this is all address type here.
Yeah. So because this is a pick list, now we have to find that field where they have assigned it. Right now, maybe they have changed the name. Let me see. You can't assign a rule to a pick list which is
Okay.
created. So for that, you have to find the field. That's what I was looking for, and I didn't see that. So that's why I said
Uh,
just
uh,
get. Let me check.
Means field code we can assign there, field code.
Yeah. Let me see the address code, address type under personal information you saw, right?
Yeah.
Where did you see this address type? I can't see that.
See here on the top.
I can see her employment details at the top for some reason.
Okay, okay. Scroll down. You'll see after employment information somewhere down, it will come address as a section.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, just hold on. Let me see.
No, Mama will come. In the meantime, we will speak on it.
Perfect. I think I got it. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me see the people profile. You can see my screen, right? Or is it yours that we are sharing?
My
Let me
it's
share
Uh,
my
my
screen. No, no, let me
Yes,
share. I'm
Sanjay. Yeah,
doing
I was
something.
about to tell actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
was
are
doing
unable to
something.
see your. Yes.
Sorry. What I'm trying to do is just finding that field. That might take a little time where they have put. So where I go under personal information, I see address. Okay, address information. So that is clear. This is something. This is provided by SAP only. Now here we have this address type. Now I need to see. I might have to go to XML. Okay, but this XML is not available. Just see if you see address type. Okay, let me check where this field is, where they have maintained, and I'll see. Employee profile. I'll tell you. Okay, let me see where this is. Let me see the uh, field, and I'll tell you how to do it. By I'm looking for it. Let's say I go to any particular field, as I showed you earlier as well. Any particular field I go to. Let's say this personal information. Okay, and I go to detail. So here, when you go to that particular field, and here if you assign that rule based on change, so every time you are changing, only then that message will arise, not after saving. The moment you change, it will throw that error or whatever, and then you can use it. So if you can change that for first name, that uh, the value of the first name is not equals to previous value, and assign it here, and then try to change the first name, you will see that will only come when you change it, not after saving. So this is a way how you can get what you want. But yes, in order to get there, we have to find that particular field called address type, which I have to see where they have maintained. Although I can see this is a part of SAP that SAP has provided, like this is You created, right, Mani?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yeah. So you go here, you can see whatever you have created. First name, surname, salutation. These are the things that you created. What? No, you just assigned the one that we had from SAP, right?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yeah. So if you go to any other, nobody created anything. This is all SAP derived. From here we pick that.
They have created a live people profile.
No, so that is when we create it for MDF or generic object, right? What
Yes.
SAP had already provided, these things already comes with from SAP. So
Yeah.
that's what I was looking for. Mm-mm. Let me see where that field is. Once we have it, talk about it. Any other questions apart from that? This is with me. I will check and update you. I'll just look at the system again.
Sanjay, in the home page, um, I couldn't add the sections
Why?
in this user home page. I am unable to add the sections in it.
Oh,
Is it
because the
something?
new homepage,
Uh-huh.
because of
So
this,
only
right?
the organizational updates is there. I am unable to add more into it.
Yeah, because the new homepage UI has come up. They have changed a lot of things. Like, see, okay, initially you were not able to see it. They have removed that section now, actually. That's why you can see only this. See, import custom tiles. Otherwise, you can only see this one. There isn't any section now. This is a new home page from SAP wherein they have provided everything. All quick actions are there.
So that all the kind of favorite is time.
It's almost gone. Yes, yes, it's almost gone. You can find everything from the quick action.
Then how Sanjay comparatively with the previous UI? They have a lot
Uh,
of
hmm.
they have like
Tell me.
new search information or something like that. So now they
Yeah,
have changed the priorities and the organization of this.
they come up with new releases every time, as I told you earlier. So that's what they have provided. See the IT declaration,
In this
everything they have.
in this organization update, there's only certain tiles are visible, like too big and like eight or nine tiles only visible. There's a lot in
Yeah, yeah,
under
yeah.
the organization update,
No,
but
no,
we
you're right.
cannot.
And everyone, correct, correct.
Mhm.
And everyone is feeling the heat because this is very new for everyone. Even clients we did it for, they also are not very pleased, but they are
So
not
can you
able to
if
see
you
that.
see under the organization update,
Hmm.
if you scroll down, there's a lot of uh, uh, tiles is there. So we can
Correct.
see only few out of it, or the latest thing I think so.
Yeah, because you have to. Okay, Sanat, no problem. So if you go to any one of them, you have to see. Go to card. Of course, this will give you this option from navigation and assignment. From here, you have to define who you want to show it. That is quite simple. Now you're talking about the sections. So yes, you click on it. There are a lot of sections already provided by them. Email, everything is mentioned there. So you go to, let's say, any one of them. I think I saw one somewhere. Let's just see. See, the section part they have removed. There isn't any section now. Getting me? That's the
Yeah,
problem they
I
have
was
added.
seeing the video which we
That
uh,
was the on previous UI. So you don't have to worry. You have these sections. You will be able to create it. Let me see what next they have done. Let's see homepage. You just click on that.
this is all
Go to the
new part they're given in.
yeah. So do one thing. Just click on this latest homepage. I mean the previous homepage, and then it will take you to the previous one. There you can create a section. If you want to come to the latest homepage, you click on that.
Uh, but
Switch back
now,
to this.
because the latest has come, then what is the use of creating a section now? No.
No, so see, there is a point where you will be able to create some sections, adding some sections. Okay, what system is doing right now just to make you habitual to it? That's why they have given you this legacy option as well. Otherwise, now, if I want to
Yeah.
create, of course, they have removed the section part, but
Yes.
today or tomorrow they will add it because that's what I have heard.
Oh, oh.
Maybe any company
Okay.
might need. See, these are the tiles. Okay, these are already imported. Imported. So these are already imported. You just run it, refresh it. You just go to the legacy one and move it. So don't worry, you can go to this.
Okay. Money can still try.
Yes, yes, of course. And don't worry, the new data at the moment they will change the new one for new homepage. Maybe they have already. I haven't seen to be honest, but I will check. If that
Yeah,
they
in
have
this,
already, I will show you.
yeah, in this
Sorry.
also, uh, there's a tile name under there's a section Sharad info, but this also I'm unable to see in the homepage if I use the legacy one.
Because maybe you are using this one, right?
Ah, yes.
This access, this access. So maybe this tile is not assigned to them.
Okay.
Maybe this tile is not assigned to them. Just go.
So if I change it to news under news section, so that should be visible in the homepage. In the
Yeah,
homepage.
because you don't have access to that because maybe none of those tiles are under you, or maybe you are a member of that group. But this is for all employees. Oh, because oh come on, that's why. Because this is the new homepage that you're using, right? That's why. Yeah, that's why I showed you when we were there. Homepage. In order to create a new one, I went there to the legacy one. But your homepage is now changed to that, the new one, isn't it? The legacy one I went in order to check that
That
for
check
time
and
being.
create something. But the homepage still remains the new one, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Just
then we
click.
cannot see what we have created.
Not right now, but there are few updates that they said in first week of October it will come. So I will
Mm.
check maybe on second or no Saturday they almost always mostly do it. So this Saturday I'll check on weekend whatever new updates come for this homepage and I'll tell you. I'll show you
So
all those
where we
changes.
can see the new update or
Oh,
the
that's only for somebody who's working there and they have access to learning hub. Or
how
sometime
about
you can
the
check
common
Google
people
also. But
who can read? Go to the
of course,
website and
SAP will
read.
SAP will not provide it to you. Otherwise, why will you buy SAP? No? Oh, see, they have something. I think. Of course, they will not give it to you because every learning hub they charge 1,50,000 approx. Why? See. Oh, that's there. They have uploaded something. To do some to do tasks, people and textiles. Perfect. See, from here you can get your data. Let me ping it to you. Just go through it. Okay, use this link. Okay, what all we have? The latest homepage includes welcome banner, quick action, approval, and stuff. Only these things will be there. Can the latest homepage be rolled out for selected group within group? Yes. Latest homepage available for both web and mobile? Yes. Can the content see? The nature of the content is dynamic. Content displaying in the dependence on the provisioning, upgrade center feature and role based on. Cards are generated based on the activities within the instance. By the end of the user tailored the user. Okay. See, is it possible to disable the header section now? They have removed it. Whatever they have provided, you will have to go with it now. Can the latest homepage upgrade undone after 30 days? Yeah, the section part. Can the section be
Okay,
reordered
means
in the?
after 30 days they will remove, go to legacy system.
No, no. What it says that if you have chosen this new homepage and now after 30 days you say no, because 30 days time they have given you to experience. If you don't like, you can again go to the legacy one. Okay. Now I
Okay.
say if I somehow completed 30 days, can I remove it? That's what it says. No, it is not possible to undo the upgrade once 30 days time frame has elapsed by upgrade center. Permission can be removed from users so the latest homepage is not visible in the UI. Okay, so you can remove it through permission, but the homepage, new homepage data will not go away. Getting me? If I use this feature for 30 days and after the 30 days I want to change it, I won't be able to. Before 30 days, I have to decide if I want it or not.
Or the latest one.
Latest one. So all you can do, although I will not suggest it right now, but if you feel this problem, go to permission and change it from a new homepage. Okay, do one thing. Let's do it later. We'll do it. Now go ahead and just read it out. I will also do it on weekend maybe, but tomorrow maybe we can discuss about it. Can somebody take this as their task, or maybe can somebody volunteer who can explain everything? I haven't seen it as well, to be honest. Yes, no, or you want me to do it? I can do it, but where? Maybe on Monday. I need some time to read it. Yes, no.
Yes, Sanjay.
So what do you want? Shall I do it, or you want to do as in your assignment from tomorrow for tomorrow? Anyhow, we can't do position management today. We have to start.
For the new experience of homepage, right?
Yes, the link that I shared with you.
Yeah.
So anyone wants to volunteer? No.
I'll do it, Sanjay.
Money will do it. Money was
Okay, Mani.
saying
Thank you.
from so long.
Don't worry. I will anyhow go through it on weekend. If you miss out something, you just have to do tomorrow. Just give us an overview how it's working. It will also help you.
I was
Yeah.
about to say Aarti name. But
Anyone. If you can't, that's okay. I will do it on Monday. That's on me. That's my part, along with what we have for
I,
address type.
I'll try my best, Sanjay. I'll try
See, there
to
isn't anything
summarize
why
it.
why I tell you guys, because this will help you to understand the system.
Yeah, because yesterday I was practicing on certain things. I was wondering why I couldn't create any section and in the home page. I was
No,
seeing
I
all the
understand.
videos.
That
I
is a
was
very
seeing all
valid question. But I mean, if you can't, that's okay. I'll do